So today I wanted to do a share on anger and how it almost never serves us. There have been a lot of studies done now to say that anger is actually a secondary emotion. It's not entirely true, it is a primary feeling, but the studies that suggest that it is a secondary emotion is because actually 9 times out of 10 when we feel anger, it is because of another feeling that we're finding. So where it generally stemmed from is from the fight or flight response. So anger nearly always comes from a place of fear. And when we were animals on the plains of Africa in the savannah and a lion would appear or some other threat, our bodies have to react. They have to either react with fight or flight. There's also freeze, but for sake of this argument, fight or flight. And, the adrenaline starts pumping, the pupils dilate. It's like, right, I'm under threat. I'm going to have to fight. Or I'm going to have to run as fast as I can to survive. It's a life or death response. The thing is, today, the majority of the time, there is very little physical threat happening. And yet, if you're anything like me, and if you're human, then we're all the same, we can get angry quite a lot. Anger's a broad spectrum. It can be mild irritation, even impatience, could be in the queue at a supermarket, all the way to sort of blind rage. It's all anger. And my experience, and I can only really talk with any authority on my personal experience, is that it's always stemming from fear. Even if it's impatience in a supermarket queue, what am I afraid of in that instance? I don't know, that I'm going to be late for something maybe, or perhaps that I'm in some sense of entitlement and therefore I shouldn't have to wait, and maybe my pride or self-worth is being threatened. But then when it gets to sort of more visceral anger, it's usually because I'm feeling that something important to me is under threat in some way, shape or form, which I just want to emphasize is nearly never the case. What I try to do today is when I feel angry, whether it's an irritation or whether it's rage, I try to just pause. I ask myself, okay, this is almost certainly coming from a place of fear of something. What is that? Nearly always, it's something that I've made up in my head. It's just not true. And then I can let it go and I can surrender it. And I don't have to act on the anger. And that's the key, not having to act on anger, because it almost never, ever serves me. So, if you've related to this in any way, it'd be great to hear from you.